Welcome back to ABC General Hospital channel. Today, we dive into one of the most thrilling and emotionally charged storylines in General Hospital, Jocelyn Jack's relentless pursuit of justice. With her heart set on avenging Dex Heller, Joss is walking a dangerous line between heroism and recklessness. But is she truly prepared for what it means to go up against a ruthless mastermind like Cyrus Renault? Explosive spoilers hint that Jocelyn is on the verge of going rogue. She's been gathering information, connecting the dots, and piecing together the dark puzzles surrounding Cyrus' involvement in multiple murders, including those of Dex and Sam McCall. But the real question remains, how far is Joss willing to go? And is she prepared for the consequences of her own vengeance? With Lucky Spencer and Elizabeth Baldwin also seeking justice, will they work together, or will Joss' impulsive nature lead her to act alone? Let's explore the intensity of this unfolding drama and what's at stake for everyone involved. Jocelyn's revenge, a dangerous gamble. Jocelyn Jax has never been one to back down from a fight, especially when someone she loves has been wronged. Inheriting her mother Carly Spencer's fierce determination and stubborn streak, Joss is now channeling all her energy into taking down Cyrus Renault. Her pain is raw, her anger all-consuming. She refuses to sit back and allow the man who took Dex from her to walk free. Justice, in her mind, is no longer just about the law, it's personal. But revenge is a dangerous road, and Joss may not be fully prepared for what she's stepping into. Unlike trained professionals like Lucky Spencer and Elizabeth Baldwin, who are carefully and methodically working behind the scenes, Joss' emotions are pushing her toward reckless action. She's already in possession of Dex's gun, a symbol of both her pain and her resolve. If she follows through on her darkest thoughts, she could find herself in a situation she can't walk away from. But will she? Ghostly guidance, will Dex's spirit stop her? One of the most heartbreaking elements of this storyline is the lingering presence of Dex Heller. Fans still mourn his tragic death, taken too soon, and Jocelyn has been struggling to cope with his absence. But what if Dex isn't entirely gone? There's precedent in General Hospital for spirits guiding their loved ones. Dex's ghost has already appeared to Jocelyn before, dressed in his uniform, offering her comfort when she needed it most. Could he return once more, at the moment she needs him most? Imagine Jocelyn standing in the shadows, gripping the gun, ready to pull the trigger on Cyrus Renault. Just as she's about to change her life forever, Dex's voice echoes in her ears, urging her to stop. A vision of him, just as she remembers him, strong, protective, and full of love, could remind her that revenge will not bring her peace. A final ghostly visit from Dex could serve as both a farewell and a message: honor my memory, but don't lose yourself to revenge. Would Joss listen? Or is she already too far gone? Jocelyn's infiltration, turning woods in the search for proof while her emotions are leading her toward an all-or-nothing confrontation. Joss has also been making strategic moves to uncover the truth. She's now volunteering at Turning Woods, a seemingly innocent decision, but one that could be the key to linking Cyrus Renault to a pattern of suspicious patient deaths. The chilling reality? Cyrus didn't just kill Dex and Sam McCall, there could be many more victims. The pattern of unexplained cardiac arrests at the facility has raised red flags, and Jocelyn is determined to prove that these deaths weren't natural. This is a calculated risk, one that could either expose the truth or put Joss directly in the line of fire. If Cyrus gets wind of what she's up to, she may find herself as his next target. The question is, can Joss gather enough evidence before she becomes another casualty in Cyrus' deadly game? Lucky and Elizabeth, the unexpected alliance. Meanwhile, Joss isn't the only one hunting for answers. Lucky Spencer and Elizabeth Baldwin have their own reasons for taking down Cyrus. Unlike Jocelyn, who is acting out of personal grief, Lucky and Liz are playing the long game. They know that a takedown of this magnitude requires strategy, patience, and airtight evidence. But as Joss gets closer to the truth, they may have no choice but to intervene. Could a surprising alliance between the three form? Despite their different approaches, Jocelyn, Lucky, and Elizabeth all share the same goal, ensuring that Cyrus Renault is held accountable for his crimes. But can they trust each other? And more importantly, will Jocelyn be willing to follow their lead, or will her impulsive nature lead her to go off the rails? The ultimate showdown, Joss versus Cyrus. As the days pass, the tension between Jocelyn and Cyrus continues to build. He knows she's watching him, and she knows he's a man who never lets threats go unanswered. If Joss pushes too far, will she become his next target? There's an undeniable sense that this story is headed for an explosive climax. The odds are stacked against Joss. Cyrus is a man with power, resources, and a ruthless nature. But Jocelyn has something just as dangerous: nothing left to lose. Will she be the one to finally take down Cyrus Renault? Or will this mission for justice lead to her downfall? Next, we're diving into an explosive storyline that is set to shake up Port Charles. Sasha Gilmore Corbin's secret pregnancy and the whirlwind of drama surrounding the potential identity of her baby's father. With tensions running high and suspicions mounting, the fallout from this revelation could alter relationships and ignite conflicts that no one saw coming. As speculation spreads, Willow Corinthos finds herself spiraling into a web of doubt, betrayal, and jealousy. Her suspicions about Michael Corinthos' possible involvement in Sasha's pregnancy threaten to shatter friendships, fuel rivalries, and send her on a desperate mission to uncover the truth. But will she find the answers she's looking for, or is she setting herself up for a devastating realization? Let's break down the escalating drama and explore what's at stake for each character. Willow's suspicion, a storm brewing in Port Charles the moment Sasha Gilmore Corbin's pregnancy becomes public knowledge. An undercurrent of tension begins to ripple through Port Charles. Despite Michael Corinthos being out of the picture, Willow can't shake the uneasy feeling that something isn't right. After all, Michael's recent behavior raised red flags. When he briefly regained consciousness after being sedated, the first name that slipped from his lips was Sasha's. This unexpected moment wasn't lost on Willow, who had already been growing increasingly wary of Sasha's intentions. Carly Spencer also took note, sensing that something was off, while Willow's curiosity quickly evolved into full-blown suspicion. Adding fuel to the fire, Willow has been wrestling with her own history of infidelity. She knows firsthand how easily lines can blur, and the idea that Michael may have crossed one with Sasha gnaws at her relentlessly. The more she dwells on the possibilities, the more convinced she becomes that Sasha's unborn child might be Michael's. Determined to uncover the truth, Willow begins piecing together clues. Every glance, every hushed conversation, and every cryptic reaction from Sasha only serve to deepen her resolve. If Michael is indeed the father, what does that mean for everyone involved? A celebration turns showdown. Willow crashes the baby shower as the tension between Sasha and Willow continues to escalate. Another dramatic twist looms on the horizon. A baby shower that could turn into an all-out war. Maxie Jones, ever the supportive friend, is determined to make sure Sasha feels loved and celebrated throughout her pregnancy. She starts planning an extravagant baby shower, ensuring that everything is perfect: beautiful decorations, heartwarming speeches, and a room filled with family and friends. But what's meant to be a joyous occasion could quickly turn into a battlefield. If Willow's suspicions reach their boiling point, she might see this event as the perfect moment to expose Sasha's secrets. Imagine the scene: just as Sasha is reveling in the warmth of her well-wishers, unwrapping tiny baby clothes and cradling gifts meant for her unborn child, Willow storms in. The room falls silent. Eyes dart between the two women, anticipation thick in the air. And then, the accusations begin. "Are you ever going to tell the truth, Sasha?" Willow's voice is sharp, laced with betrayal. "Or do I have to spell it out for everyone?" Gasps ripple through the crowd as Willow drops the bombshell, her belief that Michael is the true father of Sasha's child. The once festive atmosphere crumbles under the weight of the revelation. The question now is, how will Sasha respond? Sasha's struggle: will she reveal the truth or weave a new lie? With all eyes on her, Sasha is left with two choices: admit the truth or weave a new web of deception. One possibility? She might try to shift the narrative by claiming that Jason Morgan is the father. If she can redirect the spotlight onto Jason, it could buy her time to figure out her next move. But keeping up such a lie would only add fuel to the fire. Alternatively, she could take another path and finally come clean. But if she does, how will that affect her already fragile relationship with Willow? Would Michael step up if he learned he was the father? The pressure is mounting, and no matter which path Sasha chooses, there's no turning back. Michael's involvement. Is he really the father? While everyone is caught up in speculation, there's one major variable in this equation: Michael Corinthos himself. Though he remains in recovery, the moment he wakes up, everything could change. His initial mention of Sasha while sedated was enough to stir doubts, but what happens when he's fully aware and back in the mix? If he remembers anything that could validate or disprove Willow's suspicions, the truth could come out sooner rather than later. But what if Sasha was telling the truth all along? What if Michael isn't actually the father? The real mystery lies in Sasha's refusal to disclose the paternity of her child. What reason could she possibly have to keep it hidden? The fallout: what happens next? Regardless of how this confrontation plays out, one thing is clear: there's no coming back from this moment unscathed. If Sasha truly did have an affair with Michael, the revelation could destroy Willow's relationship with him. If Sasha has been lying about the father, the truth will eventually catch up to her, leaving her isolated and vulnerable. If Michael is the father and steps up, will Willow ever be able to forgive him? And what if Jason Morgan becomes involved in this tangled mess? Could his presence complicate things even further? No matter what happens next, Port Charles is about to be rocked by yet another scandal, and the coming weeks promise even more unexpected twists. Next, we unravel the tangled web of secrets, betrayals, and long-lost revelations that are shaking Port Charles to its core. Hidden children, devastating confessions, and mistaken assumptions all come together in a storm that is bound to change lives forever. Brooklyn Quartermain's past decisions are catching up to her in the most shocking way possible. Her long-lost child isn't just out there somewhere in the world. He's right in Port Charles, closer than she ever imagined. Meanwhile, Jason Morgan is heading to Germany on a critical mission to find out the truth about Michael Corinthos and his involvement in Sasha Gilmore Corbin's pregnancy. But could his investigation lead to more chaos than clarity? And what about Cody Bell? A single misinterpretation of what he saw between Sasha and Jason has set off a chain of events that could turn friendships into feuds. From secrets that have been kept for years to shocking twists that no one saw coming, let's break down the chaos unfolding in General Hospital and what it means for the future of our beloved characters. Jason's urgent mission: is Michael the father? Jason Morgan has been a man on a mission before, but this time, the stakes feel even higher. As he prepares to leave for Germany, his mind is racing with questions that only Michael Corinthos can answer. Michael's sudden mention of Sasha while sedated set off alarm bells, making Jason suspicious about the true nature of their relationship. Sasha's confession that Michael is the father of her baby might seem like a clear answer, but something about the situation doesn't sit right with Jason. Is Sasha telling the full truth? Jason, ever the protector, has decided he needs to talk to Michael himself before things spiral out of control. If Michael agreed to Sasha's plan willingly, that's one thing, but if Sasha is keeping something from him, the legal battle for custody could get ugly. Before leaving, Jason meets with Diane Miller, knowing full well that this situation could have enormous legal ramifications. Diane listens carefully, already calculating the angles. If Michael didn't truly consent to giving up his parental rights, Diane will have a serious fight on her hands. But while Jason is focused on Michael's future, he may be walking straight into another firestorm. If he makes it to Germany, will he be blindsided by Carly Spencer's secret meetings with Brennan? What will he do if he finds out Carly is entangled in something dangerous while he's across the world trying to protect Michael? And will he even make it to Michael before more damage is done? Cody's critical misunderstanding, a domino effect. Meanwhile, Cody Bell is caught in a whirlwind of assumptions that could change everything. What he saw between Sasha and Jason wasn't what he thought it was, but he doesn't know that yet. When Cody walked in on Sasha placing Jason's hand on her stomach to feel the baby move, he jumped to the worst possible conclusion: Jason is the father. Fueled by shock and confusion, Cody rushed to Maxie Jones, thinking he had uncovered a massive secret. But Maxie, who already knew the truth about Sasha's pregnancy, immediately realized that Cody was wrong. Now, Maxie is in an impossible position. She wants to protect her friend, but if she doesn't say something, Cody could take this lie and run with it. And if Jason hears about Cody's wild assumptions before hearing the truth from Sasha, this could escalate into a major misunderstanding that no one is prepared for. But there's more at play here than just mistaken identity. Cody has feelings for Sasha, even if he doesn't want to admit it. Seeing her with Jason, even in an innocent moment, struck a nerve that he wasn't ready to face. So the question now is, will Cody try to interfere in Sasha's life based on his own insecurities? Or will he realize his mistake before it's too late? Brooklyn's painful truth, can she keep it buried? While Cody and Jason deal with misunderstandings and mistaken identities, Brooklyn Quartermain is standing on the edge of a cliff she may not be able to step back from. Her husband, Harrison Chase, is devastated after learning that he will never be able to father a child. The news has broken him, leaving him questioning his worth, his future, and whether he can ever truly be the man Brooklyn deserves. And as Brooklyn watches the man she loves suffer, her guilt is eating her alive. Because there's something Chase doesn't know. Something she's never told anyone except her mother, Lois. Brooklyn was once pregnant herself. She knows exactly what it feels like to mourn the idea of motherhood, but unlike Chase, her grief comes from a different kind of loss. She gave her child up for adoption. And as much as she wants to comfort Chase and tell him she understands, she can't. Because telling him the truth would mean revealing the one detail she has buried for years: Dante Falconeri is the father. This is a secret that has lived in the shadows for too long, and as much as Brooklyn wants to believe she can keep it there, the past has a way of coming back at the worst possible moment. And the moment is coming sooner than she thinks. The shocking twist: who is Brooklyn's child? For months, fans have speculated that Brooklyn's secret child wasn't just some mystery child lost to time. And now, we finally have the answer. Brooklyn's son is Gio. The revelation is about to shake Port Charles to its very core. Not only did Brooklyn unknowingly raise her own child without realizing it, but there's another twist that no one saw coming: Lois knew all along. Lois, the one person Brooklyn has trusted with everything, has been keeping this secret for years. But why? Did she believe she was protecting Brooklyn from making a mistake? Or was she protecting Dante, ensuring that he never learned the truth? One thing is clear: when Brooklyn finally learns the truth about her son, she won't be the only one devastated. Dante will realize that he's been a father this whole time. Chase will question everything he thought he knew about Brooklyn. And Gio himself may never forgive the people who kept this from him. This isn't just a family secret, it's a time bomb waiting to explode. What happens next? With these shocking revelations set to shake Port Charles, here's what fans can expect. Jason's mission in Germany may uncover more than just Michael's truth. Could Carly's secret meeting spell disaster for them all? Cody's mistaken belief about Jason and Sasha could cause unexpected fallout. Will he realize the truth before making a terrible decision? Brooklyn's secret about Gio is about to be exposed, but will she confess, or will someone else reveal it first? Dante is going to learn the truth, but will he accept the son he never knew he had? Port Charles is about to be thrown into chaos, and we'll be here to cover every shocking moment as it unfolds.